I just got fired today. I asked the lady, what did I do? She literally said nothing. No disciplinary marks, no nothing. They just fired me. And I said, why? Like, is there anything? Like, it's nothing. She said, literally, it's no reason. We can let you go. Just, why me? Out of all them people that work there at the building, y'all choose. Okay, all right. I feel like this is for my awakening moment, you know? Everything happens for a reason. I hated that job so bad, so I feel like God had to move this out the way so that I can prosper, you know?
That's interesting, right? It started off sounding like she was mad at the beginning that she lost the job, but at the end, it took a totally different turn. Before I get into my thoughts, you know what you need to do. Get in the comments section and share your thoughts, your perspective on what you just heard. And I'm excited, y'all. This is a new episode of the Daily Alarm, and I'm gonna give you my take on this, right? I think that it does suck when people get fired for nothing. Now, is that always the case? No. I'm sure that there's a lot of people who come on social media and they say they got fired for nothing, and that's probably not the case. There's probably more that goes to it. But for a moment, let's just assume she got fired for absolutely no reason. That hey, they just had to start letting some people go and she had to be let go. In a situation like that, it does suck. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why, again, we always want to be in a position where we have control over the income that we are generating. You know, whether you're doing something like a Uber Eats or you're doing DoorDash or something like that, or you got a little side hustle, a little side business. I feel like there's always something that we as individuals should be doing that puts us in the position of making the decision about whether we making money. Pretty much just being in control. I feel like you got to be in a control of your income because you don't want to be in a position like this where, you know, at will employment, they can let you go at any point for any reason and they don't even have to explain themselves. And when that happened, that does suck. But I feel like that's why you always got to, especially in today's day and age, be on the lookout for, you know, what are some things you could do on the side that allow you to control your income in addition to working a 9 to 5. And then when it comes to working a 9 to 5, always, you know, to a certain extent, be in a position of looking for a better opportunity, especially if there is some, you know, shakiness going on when it comes to the job that you're currently working. Now, let's get into that second part of what she was talking about, which is she hate the job. She look at this as a blessing. She feel like God has let her go so she could prosper. Eh, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I feel like that's an easy way to say, hey, God did this. But hey, man, sometimes it's just a new opportunity, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm glad that she's looking at it from positive, but you say you hate the job. That is again where you start to question, like, did they really let you go for no reason? If you hate the job, usually when people hate a job, that energy, that attitude is often reflected when you're at the job. I mean, I think it's very challenging for a person to actually hate working somewhere and then come in to work that place and you don't get the vibe or the sense to some degree that they not happy to be here. And that could potentially contribute to somebody being let go like this young lady was. So I think that if you hate a job, again, that is a great sign that you should be looking for the next thing, the next best thing. And I say, hey, if you are a believer, pray that God will open that door. And let's just hope that it doesn't have to come with you being fired or let go from a job, but hopefully you can be in control to say, hey, I got a better opportunity over here. And hey, I'm done working here. I got something better and bigger that I'm moving on to. I think that's the position that we ideally would like to be in. But yo, this is interesting. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't shared them already, feel free to do so. I'm Jay. I'll catch you in the next episode of the Daily Alarm. Until then, stay blessed.